Good morning. Happy Saturday. Good to see everybody. Mr. Max Voltage in the chat. Up and Adam this morning. Look at you. Good to see you, buddy. Mr. Retro, Mike Tech. Good to see you, buddy. Glad you made it back from Mining Disrupt. Okay. Mr. All Set Miner, Leo Lustig. What's going on? Again, happy Saturday. Good to see you guys. Hopefully you guys have some good plans this weekend or can enjoy yourself a little bit. We have a little bit of a show this morning, I guess. So All Set Miner, my man, actually sent me a video last night where Kracken partnered with a guy that actually he kind of tricks scammers, like those guys that have you buy what's it called, like gift cards and shit at like CVS and then like give them the code or whatever. So he usually does that, but they actually did a crypto scam one, which was pretty neat. I didn't get to watch the whole thing because it was super late when I started watching it, so I do kind of want to check it out. We'll kind of go through it and see if it gets a little boring, then we'll end it, but we'll do that. We're gonna go over Altcoin Daily's video. CNBC Television rather has a video of just the kind of recap of yesterday, what's going on in the crypto world. So as always, links will be down in the description below. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask in the chat. And yeah, without further ado, let's see what we're looking like today. Bitcoin 29,328. We have Ethereum 1874. I mean, everything's holding pretty strong. It's actually pretty decent. Litecoin 91. The halving is in 4 days, people, if you guys didn't know. We have Dogecoin 7 cents, almost 8 cents. That's nice. I really want to see where this goes during this whole this next run up. It's going to be very, very interesting. All right, let's see what the next earner of the day is, or the top earner of the day rather. Maker and QNT Quant. Interesting. Maker 6.9%, and then we had Quant at 5.6. 4 is, what's this? Chili's? I don't even know how to say that. Chili's, whatever this is. If anybody's into that, let me know. But yeah, that's up 4%. Everything else pretty normal. Shiba's been kind of falling off the charts and then took a little bit of a climb the other day, so that's pretty cool. If anybody's holding Shiba. All right, let's check out the Fear and Greed Index, though, blinding you guys. Let's see, we are at 52, pretty much neutral, not too bad. Top 10 coins by coin market cap. We got Bitcoin, Ethereum, Tether, XRP, BNB, USD Coin, Lido Staked Ether, Dogecoin's in 8th, Cardano and Solana in 10th. Looks like Litecoin jumped up to 12th, which is pretty good. It was in 14th the other day, but it was in the top 10 not too long ago. And man, that's crazy. It's crazy how fast it just drops down. It's down 4 billion, just about 3 point something under Solana for a market cap. That's crazy, and it was higher than it the other day. Interesting. Anyways, all right, let's get into this first because we got to kind of blast through this today. So crypto world, again, CNBC Television. Let's go over what they what the news of the day is, and we'll stop it like right here before this little interview they got, and then we'll go to Altcoin Daily and then the scammer stuff. So if you guys have questions in the chat, please feel free to ask. Let's do it.
Today, FTX and Genesis reach a deal in their ongoing bankruptcy dispute. The Senate passes a bill which includes a provision that would help prevent the use of crypto in illicit financial transactions. And Sheila Warren, the CEO of the Crypto Council for Innovation, breaks down the recent regulatory developments for digital assets in the U.S. Welcome to CNBC's Crypto World. I'm Jordan Smith. Major cryptocurrencies flat to end the week. Bitcoin traded slightly higher at around $29,300. Ether traded at more than $1,870. XRP, however, dropped by more than 1%. Now, Bitcoin is on pace for its 5th straight weekly loss and its worst week since June 9th, when it dropped more than 3%. Ether is on pace for back-to-back weekly losses, and XRP is facing its first weekly loss in 3. Those declines come as
real quick, what do you guys think Ethereum's going to go to in the next bull run? Put it in the chat. Like, do you guys think it's going to be above 10K or stay sub 10K?
Fed raised rates this week, and a new report found that GDP is growing faster
I'll put a poll in the chat,
than
actually.
Anticipated. Okay, let's talk about the top stories. Venture firm Sequoia Capital cut the size of its crypto fund amid a dramatic downsizing following a series of controversial decisions. That's according to the Wall Street Journal, which reported that Sequoia cut the size of its crypto fund by more than 65% to $200 million from $585 million. Sequoia reportedly told investors in March that the firm would reduce the fund to reflect a changed market, with the crypto fund focusing on backing young startups amid the downturn that decreased opportunities to back larger companies. We reached out to Sequoia but didn't hear back right away. Sequoia previously made a high-profile investment in FTX, which collapsed in November. That month, the VC firm said it will mark down to zero its investment of more than $210 million in the failed crypto exchange. Next, sticking with FTX, the insolvent crypto exchange and Genesis reached an agreement in their ongoing bankruptcy dispute. Citing a January court filing, CoinDesk reported that the crypto lender is FTX's largest unsecured creditor, with more than $226 million in claims. This letter, filed by the firm's legal representative, says, quote, "The parties have reached an agreement in principle, subject to documentation, regarding a settlement that would resolve, among other things, the claims asserted by the FTX debtors against the debtors in these Chapter 11 cases, and the claims asserted by the Genesis debtors against the FTX debtors in the FTX Chapter 11 cases." The letter does not include details about the settlement. The lending division of Genesis temporarily halted redemptions and new loans amid the collapse of FTX, and the firm filed for bankruptcy protection a couple of months later. Last, the Senate passed a bill last night which included a crypto anti-money laundering provision. The 2024 National Defense Authorization Act encompassed the provision, which would tighten oversight over financial institutions engaged in crypto trading. It would also take aim at crypto mixers and anonymity-enhancing digital assets. The amendment was brought forward by a bipartisan group of senators, including Kirsten Gillibrand, Cynthia Lummis, Elizabeth Warren, and Roger Marshall, who said in a news release that the development marked one of the most substantial congressional actions to date regarding crypto assets. Now, this amendment was...
They all hate crypto, by the way.
...crafted by provisions taken from the 2023 Lummis-Gillibrand Responsible Financial Innovation Act and Senator Warren and Senator Marshall's Digital Asset Anti-Money Laundering Act. All right, sticking with regulation for our main story, just this week, 2 crypto bills passed a key vote in the House Financial Services Committee. The Financial Innovation and Technology for the 21st Century Act and the Blockchain Regulatory Uncertainty Act will now advance to the House floor. At the same time, the Financial Services Committee failed to reach a bipartisan deal on a stablecoin bill it was also considering. I spoke with Sheila Warren, the CEO of the Crypto Council for Innovation, to break down those bills and where lawmakers stand on crypto regulation.
All right, we're going to skip this. Not going to listen to it. If you guys are interested, it's down in the description below, just because we don't have that much time today. But let's get over to Altcoin Daily. Thanks to CNBC for that video. This is why Bitcoin's approaching a massive bull run. We're going to skip through any shills that happened in between, but shout out to Altcoin Daily for this video. Let's do it.
Today, we're going to zero in on crypto, which has outperformed even some of the most high-flying parts of the market this year.
The perfect storm. Why we are approaching a massive crypto bull run. A unique set of factors have conveniently converged to create the perfect storm for a massive bull run. 3 key elements are driving this surge. The entry of the world's largest asset managers into the crypto realm through a Bitcoin spot ETFs, the soon imminent drop in interest rates to regular levels, and the highly anticipated Bitcoin halving event. I also want to emphasize how stable the crypto market is for the fact that we've had several crises: war, pandemic, inflation, interest rates at 20-year highs, you name it.
Does that shock anybody, actually? 20-year highs, interest rates, and Bitcoin still doing really good?
BlackRock's spot Bitcoin ETF is huge for this industry. The
huge.
World's biggest asset managers are entering into the crypto market. One of the major catalysts behind the impending bull run is the entrance of renowned asset managers into the cryptocurrency space. With the introduction of a Bitcoin spot ETF, multiple institutional investors are now able to participate in the crypto market seamlessly.
I'm super excited for this, to be honest. I can't wait. When this happens, I guarantee that crypto is going to explode. It has to. Like, there's no chance it's not going to, because people are just going to have so much just, ease of use when it comes to this.
This move not only brings more credibility to digital assets, but also opens up the floodgates for significant capital inflows in the sheer size and reputation of these asset managers, at an extra aura of legitimacy to the crypto markets, attracting a whole new wave of investors.
I guarantee without financial advice, by the way.
Federal Reserve and interest rates, and the remarkable stable crypto market. Despite interest rates reaching a 20-year maximum, the crypto market has exhibited remarkable resilience and stability. Traditionally, rising interest rates have often led to investors flocking to more traditional assets like bonds, causing volatility in other markets. However, once interest rates drop, this will traditionally lead investors to venture into riskier asset classes like crypto. This, of course, will be reflected in the price. Bitcoin halving effect. The Bitcoin halving, which occurs approximately every 4 years. I don't think I need to explain. The reduction in new Bitcoin supply entering the market has historically led to significant price appreciation. The cyclical pattern has been a fundamental driver of previous bull runs, and the current cycle is no exception. So, do you agree with this? The convergence of the world's largest asset managers entering the crypto market, the natural drop in interest rates, and the highly anticipated Bitcoin halving creates a compelling narrative for a massive crypto bull run. The newfound interest from institutional investors adds legitimacy to digital assets, while the stability of the market amidst rising interest rates showcases the maturation of the crypto space. The forthcoming Bitcoin halving event further reinforces the potential for substantial price appreciation. CNBC is even reporting this, teaching this, educating people on crypto in general and the Bitcoin halving and what a catalyst this is going to be for the cryptocurrency market.
That's honestly it's a very good point. When you start seeing this stuff in the news, that's like right before things start to pump because it starts getting mainstream, you know?
It's a technical event called the halving, which typically marks the start of a bull run. Listen to how they start giving us an update on the crypto market, and then they get into the catalyst, which is the Bitcoin halving.
So it's definitely a pivotal moment for the crypto sector. A crucial federal court ruling could stifle efforts by SEC Chairman Gary Gensler to wrangle what he calls the Wild West of trading. A judge in New York has cast doubt on whether the SEC has a clear path to regulate most altcoins as securities. That ruling, largely viewed as a net win for altcoin traders who feared an imminent crackdown from regulators, as well as for Coinbase, which faces its own legal battle with the SEC. The top 100 digital assets are up 48% this year, compared to 17% for stocks and 9% for gold. Meanwhile, Bitcoin is outperforming the NASDAQ 100, as are crypto-pegged stocks like Coinbase, Galaxy Digital, and MicroStrategy. But Bitcoin can't seem to break out from the $30,000 price level. One reason being there isn't much investor interest. We're seeing some support from institutions, but there's no real catalyst to drive the price either higher or lower. Things that would normally affect Bitcoin, such as the Fed raising rates, are barely moving the needle. What the market appears to need is a return of confidence from retail and institutional investors. That could potentially happen if an ETF that directly tracks the spot price of Bitcoin is approved. Some of the biggest names in TradFi are racing to be the first to offer one, including BlackRock. Now, if spot ETFs get the green light, they could spur a buying spree as firms purchase Bitcoin to meet reserve requirements. We're also seeing movement on crypto legislation on Capitol Hill. And crucially, Frank, there is a technical event called the halvening coming up next April, which typically marks the start of a bull run for Bitcoin.
Speaking about BlackRock, or Bitwise, or VanEck, or ARK, WisdomTree, Galaxy, Fidelity, Valkyrie, these are all the companies vying for the chance to launch a spot Bitcoin ETF. Many might get approved. Everybody wants to get approved first. By popular demand, here's the most updated list of dates to watch for the current Bitcoin ETF race. Grayscale is also sort of in this race via their lawsuit against the SEC. Judges should issue a ruling there within the next month or two. Save this video.
Yes, Max, I agree. Having. All right, look, so this is kind of cool, actually. Second deadline is October, 23. And then they have third deadline, which is more or less January of next year, and then March of 2024. So that's kind of interesting. So we should have maybe a Bitcoin ETF by latest March of next year, which would be cool. But if they deny it entirely, then they'll have to reapply, right? If I'm not mistaken.
So you can reference back on these dates. The first deadline, the second deadline, the third deadline, the final deadline. Before we get to our...
Skip through this. Sorry, shills a little bit.
And then an institutional dark horse that the mainstream media doesn't really cover is Ethereum and its ecosystem and its deflationary state. Look at this. I'm going to switch it as if Ethereum never transitioned to proof of merge, as if it stayed proof of work.
Proof of merge, proof of stake.
Okay, watch. Right now it's deflationary. Watch how it changed. Switch. Take a look. This is Ethereum supply flow. If it stayed proof of work, this down here is Ethereum with the merge, deflationary, switch back to what it actually is. Amazing. Not to mention, we're seeing a lot of consolidation from alternative L1s into Ethereum. This is a Blockworks Lightspeed podcast clip. Let me know what you think of this. Has Solana lost the collectible NFTs battle to Ethereum?
Solana isn't the chain for PFPs and collectibles. I think that clearly belongs to Ethereum. And I think a lot of people feel more comfortable having high valued collectibles on Ethereum. And as much as I want Solana to become that chain,
I would agree.
I don't think it's going to happen just because of the Lindy effect, because of the liquidity effect. What is going to happen is Solana will differentiate itself by coming up with a new meta of NFTs. That's going to involve compressed NFTs and digital assets that 1 million users can actually use without the exorbitant costs of creating NFTs.
I'm going to disagree with both of you. Solana can become a chain for collectibles, just different collectibles. What is a collectible? It's a luxury good. Like, really, you don't need it. You buy it because it's a status thing. It's for you to show off. Now, when do you buy a luxury good? It's when you have an excessive wealth. And so if Solana as a chain does well, there'll be enough people who made enough money that they will want to put it into something native to the source of their wealth. That's basically why Ethereum NFTs are 10x the floor of Solana NFTs, because people who made their money in Ethereum feel allegiance to Ethereum. They feel loyalty. And so they want to give back to that community by buying NFTs on that chain. So for me, the conclusion that Solana will be a collectibles chain is not at all foregone.
You know what? That's actually a good point. So when or if NFTs become, mainstream for like house deeds, medical documents, things along those lines, I feel like Ethereum will be the chain for that kind of stuff. And then possibly NFTs would go towards the Solana chain, like things like that. But I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the chat. All right, so I'm going to kill this poll real quick just before we go on to the next thing here. This guy, this Kit Boga, is that how you say his name? It's actually a pretty interesting video. So we're going to get into this. It's where they actually shut down 400 scammers that wanted to steal $400,000 of Bitcoin or crypto in general. Mr. Crypto Dave, thanks for being a member for 26 months, dude. You're insane. Appreciate that. You're awesome. All right, let's see. I killed the poll, didn't I? Where is it? There it is. All right, 56 votes. You guys are awesome. Hit that like button, by the way, please. We have 44% of you say Ethereum 5 to 10K. We have 20. So I would assume 5 to 10 plus K. I forgot to put the plus, but anyways, then we have 26% of you say 0 to 2K. So right where it's about. We have 2 to 4K is 25% and 4 to 5K is 3%. So interesting. Nice to see where you guys' mind is at with Ethereum. All right, without further ado, again, this video is in the description below. Let's jump into it, and if I need to speed it up, I will. But we're gonna raid Crypto Mikkel after this, so I'm gonna try not to go too long. Let's see what happens to these scammers.
I gave scammers access to my computer, which I've done before, but these guys are good, like scary good. They're pretending to scan my network for hackers and tell me to log into my crypto account. They click the I to steal my password, and the second I log in, they hide my screen.
It's being updated?
Yeah, just ignore that right now.
Real quick, Mr. Condibits, thanks for gifting a membership. Appreciate you. And Mr. Power Minds, congratulations, buddy. You are today's winner.
I can't see anything that's happening. My keyboard's locked. The mouse, it doesn't function.
Dude, that's messed
up. And
up.
there's $400,000 worth of Bitcoin on the account. Sir, I don't understand what's happening.
They will clear any unauthorized logins and install securities to protect the accounts. By the end of the call, you'll have a good night's sleep, I promise you. We're not making any transfers. We're just securing it, sir.
No heart.
There are 4 different scammers trying to steal everything from my crypto account and my bank account, but I think we can get them shut down. My computer isn't normal. For one, I'm keylogging myself, which means everything that's typed is stored right here. So I can see that they're on the withdrawal page trying to add their own wallet.
Oh, so he's keylogging everything they type. That's neat.
They probably think they're stealing everything, but they don't know that I recently partnered with Kracken, and this account isn't exactly real.
Dude, that's so sick that they partner with Kracken to do this.
Their engineers and fraud team put together this custom environment for me. It looks just like their website, because it is their website.
That's so
Only
funny.
I don't really have 12 Bitcoin. So as I sit here quietly, the scammers think they're winning. But really, I'm just talking to the fraud team. They just added an account.
Give me 2 minutes to completely clean this website, sir.
Okay.
This was the perfect group of scammers for Kraken and I to test our skills because they're clearly experienced, and if we can collect enough information, we can get him shut down.
Dude, shout out to Kracken.
Except
That's awesome.
that hold music is Krakken's hold music, which means they're calling the actual Kraken support. And I was not expecting that.
Yeah, we're on the phone with them. My technician is actually trying to work with their technician to see if they can have that figured out.
That's me 2 months ago, and I might look calm, but I'm freaking out in Krakken's chat. I don't know what these scammers are going to do, and if customer service says we can't find an account with that email, then we lose a big opportunity. Mind you, all of this is live.
You can introduce me as your son, so I can...
Can we please just look at the pictures in the background? They're all his face. I didn't realize that last night. That's a riot.
Work with them on this. That I authorize him, and he'll be able to work with you.
Can you give me
And
1
could you
second
help-
just to get a drink of water?
I'm trying to ping a bunch of people. I have no clue what's about to happen right now.
Oh, they notified support. Okay, that's cool.
I'm Walter's son. What's happening is we were trying to transfer some funds over to my account.
It's pretty bold for a scammer to claim to be your family member while talking to actual customer support. If they say something wrong, the entire scam could be ruined. But these guys are good, and I realized from the very beginning, like the moment I started talking to them, they had been planning for this.
Sir, it's security, sir. Like I said, you're part of the family. That's the least that we can do for you. I mean, we don't want you to be worried about anything.
Your parents taught you to treat an old man with respect.
My father's a veteran, sir. So
God
we
bless
do
him.
treat people with respect. Consider me like your grandson.
The scam starts with websites that look like this. It's designed to look just like Microsoft support, but if you call the phone number, somebody like Justin is going to answer.
You got a security warning. So we want to make sure that nobody else is also using your computer at the same time, or they're trying to get access to the computer. The software is going to help connect this computer to our security servers so that we can run a scan on your computer and find out what's happening, what are the troubleshooting steps that are required. All the services should be running. Do you see anything which is stopped right now?
Oh, it's kind of maybe half and half.
Half and half? Wow, that's not good. Even the firewall is not opening on your computer. It is supposed to open at all times without fail.
These graphs and scans won't fix anything. There's not even a problem, but it does look technical, and it makes things less suspicious when they ask you to log into your bank.
Open your bank's website, check your balance, check your transactions, see if everything looks okay.
It's
so
like a-
anything that goes wrong, we can fix it.
Like some kind of insurance?
Exactly. When you buy any of these things, when you get a bank account, sir, your bank protects you. When you get a computer, Microsoft protects you. So you're protected with everything.
Don't pee on my leg and tell me it's raining. Okay?
That's true. That's how it works.
I had no clue. I don't really see anything out of the ordinary. Everything looks okay.
Have you checked the transactions also, sir, to make sure the transactions are fine?
Yeah. Oh, thank God.
Transactions are fine too. That's perfect.
I wonder, is this a fake bank account? Like, how did he, oh, wait, you know what? I think he said that.
Oh, man.
Never mind. I think I saw this.
My heart was...
This bank isn't real either. I altered the Bank of America demo website, but the scammer thinks it's real, and that's why he pulls out the command prompt to try to scare me.
Next to reset connections, there will be an option which will say current connections. Current connections.
And yeah, good point. All set minor. U.S. banks don't cover user error. So if you give somebody your bank account information or your login, you're effed.
Yep, 15. That's a lot.
Connections is 15?
Is it like how many neighbors I have nearby, or?
This is no big deal.
No, just on you. This is how many people are connected to your computer right now.
That's not true.
An option which would say failed connection attempts.
2,829.
It should always be 0. As soon as they get into your computer, all they want is your money or your information. So what they'll try to do is, first they'll try to attack your bank.
Shut the computer down then.
Listen to the guy freak out.
That won't help at all.
Turn this puppy off.
That won't help. No. Don't turn the computer off, sir. That won't help.
Don't turn
How
it
can
off.
they use it if they
That
turn
would
it
have
off?
been in 1970s, sir.
Is the computer still alive?
If anyone...
When the computer is turned off?
Yeah, absolutely, sir. Even when the computer is turned
I
off,
didn't know
it
that.
is always on.
Yeah, see, like, this is so unfortunate because this literally happens to people. Like, people don't understand technical stuff. And I mean, to be honest, like, these scammers are so sophisticated that it could get a lot of us, to be honest, here in the chat, which is crazy. So just please be careful, guys.
Could be good though, because
That's
I got him
crazy.
trapped inside the computer.
And that's our
bring
only recourse, sir.
Bring it down to the police department?
Police department doesn't work with that, sir. They're going to call Microsoft directly. Let me get my supervisor on the phone for you. This is a little bit above my pay grade, sir. What I'm going to do is 14 people. I hope you understand. I can handle 2 or 3 hackers in the computer, but when it's more than that, I have to get my supervisor on the phone. Nothing is out of the reach of Microsoft. My guys are happy to stay as long as it needs, as long as it takes. Because my team, we're 15 guys. We're champions in this, sir. I don't know a lot of things, but this is something that I know, and I can help you out, and I will.
So your call has been transferred to me from Mr. Justin, network engineer, and at the same time, he has given the reports of your case to me.
Now the manager wants me to check my other financial accounts, so I pull up Kracken, and I'm introduced to Pete, the networking guy.
My name is Peter Hendricks. You can call me Pete. I am a level 5 technician here with the platform security team. We have some unwanted intruder hook into your network. Maybe they're trying to, do something which is obviously not good.
Nothing of value is done by Justin's team. It's an illusion to make me feel safe.
I think it's going to take them about 1.5 hours more, but we won't have you stay that long. You can go to sleep. That's not a problem at all. They'll run scans. They'll turn it off, and we'll call you tomorrow. So any financial risk is something that we're going to eradicate first, and as soon as we're able to secure your financials, right after that, we'll start kicking them out one by one. So I actually just got the server report. They found 3 notifications, sir. First notification is related to your financials. I'm going to conference this call. If you give me your special authorization, what I'll do for you is I'll get Bank of America on the phone right now. The representative will verify you, and he's going to ask permission if he can talk to me. I'll explain what's going on so that they understand exactly what's happening on the computer. Would that be okay, sir?
Yeah, whatever I have to do, yeah, that sounds great.
Confident scammers will do this trick where they call your bank, let the automated voice system play, and at the last second, take over the call.
Calling the fraud prevention team, Bank of America.
Justin meet Jacob, Jacob meet Justin.
Oh, all right. Hi. Well, before I have a word with Justin here, sir, I would need your authorization on the very phone call because this is a financial phone call. Do you authorize me to share your account information with a third party on the phone call, sir?
Whoops. I authorize there to be a third party.
My name is Justin. So let me tell you what happened. Mr. Williams was actually surfing internet, and while surfing internet, I think he might have just clicked on something, or there were people who were trying to get into his computer. So you know how Trojans are; they impact the financials right away. Oh, okay. I think he has a few investments that he takes care of on his computer. So we just wanted to make sure that all of that is secure.
I do have various
so we just want to make sure.
investments.
Simply, Microsoft can go ahead and clean your website, and that'll do the job. And just make sure the customer is logged in on that website while you do the troubleshooting, just so that they don't miss anything. That sounds like a plan.
There's nothing wrong with the bank. Everything's safe. No hackers.
Absolutely. Nothing at all, sir. Nothing at all, Mr. Williams. You're welcome, Mr. Williams.
Oh, man.
Nothing to worry.
You
On this very recorded line, my name is Jacob. My name is Jacob Holding. I've frozen Mr. Williams' account for the next few days so that nobody can access it. The only thing that is remaining is cleaning the website login on your computer, which Justin is going to look after for you, sir. This website is completely clear now. Don't open it until we're done fixing the computer. Now go to your Kraken, sir.
That whole thing was a show and dance to make me get my mind off of my bank and focus on my Kraken account. They want to steal all of my Bitcoin, and they are so confident that they don't even feel the need to hide my screen yet. While I'm logging in, they click the I to reveal my password, and it takes less than 2 minutes for them to find the withdrawal page, add one of their wallets, and try to steal all of my money.
Without blacking out his screen too? Wow, that's bold.
It's going to take about 50 minutes to get taken care of. Let me quickly go ahead and issue a temporary wallet to make sure that you do not lose your coins while we're clearing it out. So all this, we're adding a wallet in your Kraken, sir, and all your coins will be transferred to that wallet in the Well, to make sure that you do not lose anything while that's happening, sir. That will just secure it, and both your wallets will be added in this with all your coins. And there'll be no extra cost. Microsoft will be bearing cost for that wallet for you, sir. Okay?
They spend the next 30 minutes or so adding Bitcoin wallets, and every time they try to make a transfer, I have an error show up. And this is important because every wallet he sends gives us more information. It's more traceable than you might think.
Because
and
it's a fake
probably
account.
more traceable than Justin realizes. It can be pretty easy to figure out what exchanges you're buying crypto on or what popular web apps you're generating your wallets through if you know what you're doing. In the scammer's case, Kracken found out pretty quickly what was going on and had some direct contacts, which is pretty bad news for Justin.
Whenever you run into those situations where you're getting, one or many wallets, especially in the Justin situation, you pass those over to us. The first thing we do is we take that wallet address and we look at our system, see if it was generated by our wallets. And in that case, it was not. We have a community of all the security, fraud, compliance folks at all the various popular exchanges. And we have the ability to pass intelligence over to them. And we do this all the time. We say, hey, we saw something, looks like it's tied to your exchange. Why don't you look into it? What they typically do, just like what we would do, is we put it into our system and we look up whose account it is. They don't typically like immediately shut down the account. What they'll do is they'll do things like place a withdrawal lock on the account or withdrawal holds. And so the scammer could still log into their account. They can still see that they have maybe 50 Bitcoin in their account that they've stolen from many other victims. And they can see the numbers going up, but they're never going to get those funds at this point. And that's it. And then eventually that account will just get locked out.
Oh, that's
the other exchange will go and they'll work with law enforcement from there. Who knows what happens to Justin? But he doesn't get the funds in that case.
Dude, so huge shout out to Kracken. That's amazing. That is amazing.
Kracken, sir, it seems like there is an error that we're getting from Kracken.
Okay.
We might have to call Kracken for this, sir. What we're going to do is to make it easier for you. Let me conference the call with Kracken. Once we conference the call with Kracken and with me, you can introduce me as your son. I have my son with me, and he's going to be able to, so I can work with them on this. I authorize him, and he'll be able to work with you.
Can you give me 1 second just to get a drink of water?
I'm trying to ping a bunch of people. I have no clue what's about to happen right now.
Oh, because he was he was genuinely nervous.
If you remember, I was freaking out and I didn't know what was going on, but Kracken said, don't worry, we're on it. And someone answered.
My name is Thomas.
Thomas.
Oh, Tom.
Okay.
You can call me Tom. Yeah.
At the time, I had no idea what was happening or who I was talking to, which you probably could see. But eventually, Kracken let me know that the entire CS team was alerted about this, and if anyone called with my email, to stall.
I'm Walter's son. What's happening is we were trying to transfer some funds over to my account and the son's account, and that was giving us a problem, internal error.
That gave us a bit of time to think. And the plan was, if we could convince Justin to make a Kracken account, maybe we could get even more information.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, can you stay online? I'll be right back, okay? Sure. Thank you.
That's messed up.
Thank you.
So they got him to make it.
I will need to reach out to a specialist to assist you from there, all right? So they can provide you further instruction and steps.
Okay.
All right? So basically, I've reached out to a specialist team. They will get back to you very shortly by email. So just expect an email from us.
Someone at the Kracken support team crafted an email from support@kracken.com saying, the only way for me to transfer funds is if I could send money to another verified Kracken account.
Oh, shit.
Now, this isn't normal, and actually you can't do that on Kracken, but the scammer hopefully doesn't know that.
So verified, right? Doesn't that mean you got to take a picture of your ID and all that nonsense?
If he were to go through this process, he might give up some very personal information like his passport or something, and that's worth a shot.
Did Kracken send you an email as well, sir?
Your account can only send crypto to another verified crypto account. And then they just sent a second email that says, Want to clarify the
Let me
account?
try to read that for you, sir.
Oh, yeah, you can read it.
Let me try.
No problem, you read it.
Let me try to read that for you. Yeah.
So,
here we are. Let me just go from the
can I say
start.
frickin'? Will you allow me? Oh, I just said it. Sorry, I said frick. This is so cool. Because, like, he believes... Well, why wouldn't he believe it? It actually is Kraken support.
That's right.
He called Kraken support? I know, I said frick. I said it again. Justin has no reason to be suspicious. He's just afraid of giving that kind of information. So he's got to come up with some excuses.
Brutal.
Let's call... Why don't we do this? Let's call Kraken.
So he was live doing this whole thing.
And if just to be sure.
Let's call Kraken right now.
Yeah, well, let's call him.
Let me call Kraken right now for you, sir.
Yeah, why don't
Let
we
me call
call
Kraken right now for you.
This guy's
so
freaking out.
I appreciate your patience.
Oh, that's hysterical.
I think we have Steve. Steve, is it from Kraken on the phone?
Thanks for calling Kraken. This is Steve.
Chris?
Mr. Williams, my name is Peter Hendricks. You can call me Pete. This is Steve.
This isn't Kraken.
Steve from Kraken.
So Mr. Williams is a customer with you guys, and he just had a few questions around it.
Are you familiar with the Kraken managed custody feature?
That feature doesn't exist.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Okay, I don't know anything about it.
At least 3 attempts of checking your accounts today, and all 3 of them were in regards to a withdrawal.
He said that your security is just hot garbage. Is that true?
Well, that's not kind of words we would like to listen to when our security is topmost, and we make sure that we're not letting anybody do a withdrawal without a reason.
So if it's not...
I just noticed that there's an 8-hour time up here. Did you guys see that? He's been on the phone for 8 hours.
Clear, this guy's pretending to be Kraken.
Oh my God.
And he's supposed to be telling me that I have to get my funds off Kraken, and so I'm just purposely trying to make it, like, ridiculous for this guy. But
What about
if you're doing
what
a
about if
withdrawal and
Microsoft were
sending
to
funds,
make a Kraken account? Is that pretty easy?
well, that takes at least 72 hours to do the verification.
A page here it says it takes 4 to 5 minutes.
Do you want me to create an account and get it verified, which takes up to 72 hours? Is that okay with you guys?
Up to
72 hours is going to be a whole lot of time because
Mr. Williams, he said
we
up
can
to, though.
only, like I said, we can encrypt your account until we're in your computer. Nobody can access your computer. The gentleman's computer is being accessed by about 14 hackers at the same time.
Wow.
Oh, I got it. In that case, you certainly have the option of doing a withdrawal and moving funds to an account which is under
if I could just
the
interrupt for a quick
victim's name and
second there.
social.
It's kind of weird. It says on your website.
On our website, it says,
4 to 5
if you are
minutes.
on our website under the... Okay.
It looks like it only takes
Sir,
a couple
I am...
minutes. Justin, that's good
I am
news. I don't know. Are you
well-trained.
still on the computer, Justin? That seems pretty easy.
They're talking about it.
I mean, you and I have been talking on the
They're
phone
talking
for
about
longer than 4 to 5 minutes.
Fucking 8 hours and 20
they're
minutes.
talking, I don't see.
Justin does not like this idea because he'd have to give up way more personal info than he wants to, not realizing that he's already being investigated.
I mean, you tell me. Like I said, you're the boss here. You tell me what would you like to do, and I'm happy with it.
You work on creating a Kraken account. Call me back. I don't know. What's 20 hours? 20. If you call me
24 hours?
20 hours from now, call me tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
If it works out and you have the account, great. Then Microsoft, we can encrypt it.
I'm going to play a clip of the first day I talked to him and some of his last words.
Hey, Mr. Williams, I've been trying you ever since morning. What's happening?
Okay, well...
Thank you, sir. Bye.
He is cool and confident in the beginning, super determined.
He's losing it
he
at the
knows he's
end.
going to scam me.
That's
And now-
hysterical.
He's lost hope. Maybe, just maybe in a couple days, he'll be able to figure it out. But I never get a call from Justin. His phone lines are dead. I can't contact them.
Oh, shit.
And I'm a little confused. So I reached out to the chief security officer at Kraken, Nick Bercoco, again. to try to get some insight. It seems
to
like
find out what's going on because the guy disappeared, so he must have got bagged. Miss Sadie, sometimes. Thank you so much. Member 4 months. You're awesome. Says thanks again to all the sub gifters. Appreciate you for being a member.
there's a possibility that part of why Justin just suddenly stopped talking to me is because maybe he had a hunch that something happened.
Oh, I'm sure he did. When we passed that information over to that other exchange,
yeah,
like I said, they likely started locking things down on his account, and then his ability to do certain activities that he would want to do,
right,
like withdraw the funds, got hampered, and he probably started to notice. I'm going to try to withdraw some Bitcoin.
Man.
Oh, it's getting stuck. I'm going to try to withdraw it again. It's getting stuck. And then the normal procedure and the exchange is to sort of escalate with that individual to try to get them to, do additional things to validate that account. So maybe an additional KYC, or sometimes even like a video call or something to try to verify the identity of the individual. You want to typically do more due diligence on that account. So he may have been getting asked questions like, hey, can we do a call? And you need to show us your passport or something like that. And he obviously doesn't want to do that.
I would have, to be a fly on the wall in that conversation would be funny. Are there times where potentially Justin would not be able to continue receiving funds? Or
for your general, like for a regular victim, there is a notion of safety if they are using an exchange like Kraken.
Yeah.
If it is a known scammer wallet address and they get duped into sending funds to that wallet address, we would intercept that. And we would say, wait a minute, this is going to a scammer's wallet address. Now, if they were just using like a hardware wallet or a software wallet on their phone, there most likely wouldn't be that speed bump. It would just go and that's it.
Yeah, because that's its job. That's how it's designed.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, it's just to send the funds when you tell it to.
He thought I had all this money, and he was calling me every day. And then I thought, oh, well, we did report all of his accounts. He probably figured something out.
Justin probably had bigger problems to deal with at that point.
Yeah,
especially if he had been scamming a lot of people for a while and maybe building up a pretty large basket of crypto in that other exchange's account.
Just lost it
now
all.
It got locked. He was probably pretty upset.
I looked up Justin's
his team probably hogtied him and beat him to a pulp.
Wallets today, and roughly $200,000 worth of Bitcoin had been moving through them, and suddenly it all stopped. There's been no recent transactions, and there's still some crypto in one of the wallets, so Justin's had a pretty hard time of it. I'll never know how far local law enforcement went with the information they received, but it's good to know that they were at least disrupted for a time. It was an absolute joy working with Kraken on this. They have been amazing to partner with. If you want to learn more about how they handle security and what we've been doing together, check out kraken.com/Kiboga. I hope you had a chance to learn something and a chance to laugh through Justin's misfortune. As always, know that you're valuable and that you matter. I'll see you in the next video.
That's amazing. Shout out to this guy, dude. What he does normally is just normal scams, not so much crypto scams, but that was a pretty in-depth, elaborate scam partnering with Kraken to make that happen. That's crazy. Man, I'm super happy about that though. That's great. Good for them. And I'm glad they got shut down. Good for them. Or good for this guy for getting them shut down. It's amazing. Guys, that like button. Appreciate you guys for hanging out. All right, I don't think Crypto Mikkel is streaming. I was going to jump right over to him, but I don't think he's live. Actually, let me just double check real quick, and we'll see if he's on. I don't think so. I think we just have an upcoming Serpent crypto news discussing mining disrupt. He's going to be going live at 11. Oh no, it says 10:10 a.m. Oh wow. Okay, so he might be going live. I'll raid him. I'm gonna raid Mr. Serpent. So if you guys don't mind, go over there, check out Mr. Serpent X. Let's see if he's live yet. I will bring up the tab. Let me see. Serpent X Tech. Let's see. He is live right now. All right, guys. Let's get over here and say hello to Mr. Serpent. Hopefully you guys have a great weekend. And yeah, appreciate you guys for hanging out with me. Mr. Max Voltage, thanks for hanging out this whole time. Appreciate you. He may still be in Florida. Yeah, I think him and Mikkel are together, actually. So it's going to be going to be an interesting show, I'm sure. But have a good day, guys. I'll catch you soon. Enjoy over at Serpents. Peace out. I will redirect you directly from here.